Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is 13th March 2025, Thursday. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Please note I am not a registered advisor, so whatever I talk about here is purely my own thinking and it is not to be construed as investment advice. Before we start, I would like to mention that tomorrow I'm going to do a special session because tomorrow is a holiday, tomorrow is Holi. I want to unmask some of those heroes who have gone about strutting about what they think about the markets and what the real performance is. Please tune in. This is not against any one particular person. This is against people who come around and give us information which is patently false. And I will document it. With documentation, I will prove that. So today we are, standing at a place where things are not that good, but the markets have got something else to say. So the markets are saying never say die. And that's what Indian markets have always been. I've learned it through the years. Whenever I've said that the markets are going to die and I take a negative view, the markets have surprised me positively. So I won't be surprised if they surprise me positively again. So there you have this interviews after interviews. When will FIS sell off reverse? When will FIS come to India? I think that's all bunkum. Nobody has the answers simply because we do not know who these FIs are. There is no single FI entity. So people have their own reasons why they come in, get out. And you see, FIs have not gone out of the market also, if you look at it in one way. For instance, this month alone, they have about 80,000 crores gross level. They have sold 1 lakh crores. So 20,000 crore difference is there as far as net selling is concerned. But there are FIs who are buying 80,000 crores. Even last month they bought about 2 lakh and odd crores. So you can't say that FIs have run away from India. And when will they reverse? So you just look at Blackstone. Blackstone is a very, very big, world's biggest thing in realty and other asset class. They say we will increase our business to $100 billion in India. India is the best investment market in the world. So there are people, sensible people, who look at it for long term and not look for what will happen today. If a BTST who buy today and sell tomorrow, tomorrow is anyway a holiday. So just keep your head on your shoulders. Don't run like headless chickens. There is much more to make money, much more to make in this India, in this country. But now let's look at what happened to the mutual fund data. The net flows have fallen dramatically, nearly about 25%. Last time they were touching 40,000. Today they're touching 30,000, which means 1/4 is gone. This is the time when all these gurus come on TV and scare the hell out of the retail investors. I think one thing which they have done, the biggest mischief these gurus who come on television have done, is to create panic in the market. If you're sensible, if you go to your MFD, the mutual fund distributor, you should put more money actually at this point of time. Again, it's not an advice. I'm just saying it's common sense. Common sense to put more money when the prices are down, when you know there are fundamental reasons to hold the stock in the first place. So the February mutual fund data, I mentioned that it is there. And SIP inflows, they're more or less steady, which is a fantastic thing. There was a big guy from ICICI Prudential who said, stop stop SIP flows. I think thankfully the investors have not heard his calls, because I will expose his funds performance next tomorrow, and you can see why I'm saying these people are all, almost, I won't say they're frauds, but I'll say they're misleaders. So what happened to global markets? Dow Jones opened lower, went down dramatically, and then recovered dramatically enough. S&P did well. Nasdaq was always doing well. FTSE, DAX, CAC, the European markets continued to do well in the morning and closed well in the day. And then you have the commodities. Commodities, Brent is suddenly gone up, but that is oversold, short-term oversold. So you will have these moves up and down. So Brent is around 71. I expect it to go to 65, but Donald Trump wants it to come to 55. So we will see. I think Donald Trump will finally win. Gold is on the move up. Silver is on the move up. And so that is a place where one has to look at. So what are the cues this morning? Nifty closed slightly in the red, faced strong selling pressure around 22,600, because that is where the call option writers are sitting. So that is always a problem in as far as Nifty is concerned, because it's weekly expiries. So you will always have this issue. So today is a weekly expiry. So you will have a fight around the 22,600 levels. Small caps declined because of the March selling, which I keep warning. Between March 10th to March 25th is the most vulnerable time, especially if you're a small cap investor. But if you have the nerve, I've seen whenever I've had the nerve and held on and added to today also I'm buying into the market with some funds which were received, and that should augur well into April 15th to August 15th. So Nifty Bank was very, very strong. Nifty IT ended at the 8-month low, expectedly so. I don't think Nifty IT is a great place to be in. I've kept far away. We don't have a single IT stock in our portfolio because I think our IT people are not geared up to the changes in the AI revolution. Nifty PSU Bank formed a lower low because of the IndusInd Bank. They believe that a lot of PSU banks also may get into trouble, which is far from truth. In my opinion, I think PSU banks are doing their job exemplarily well. So that was Dow Jones and all that. Then you take let's look at the good news. IIP went up to 5%. CNBC were conservative at 3.4%. And look at CPI, which I've been harping, saying that CPI will come down. And it did come down to 3.61, well below the RBI band of 4 to 6. So you will definitely will get a rate reduction. I won't be surprised if it is a 50 basis points. India deserves a 50 basis points. Forget the stock market. India deserves a 50 basis point in April, and I won't be surprised if we get a 50 basis points. You heard it here first. People are still wondering whether they'll get away rate cut or not. At best, they're talking of 25. If it comes to 50, thank me for that. Then FIs and DIs, they've reduced their selling. FIs now have come down to 1,600 crores. Remember, in March is one time when generally everybody is little low on funds. In for DIs are concerned, yet DIs have done better than FIs. FIs don't have this March problem. So Gift Nifty is opening higher. 22,600 is a very, very strong resistance. Just look at what this market is all about. So you had the Nifty, for instance, continuously falling, and now this is a daily chart, and it bottomed out in 1st of March, and then it has been fighting its way out. So you are having the bulls fighting through and through in March, which is one of the toughest months as far as the bulls are concerned. If they are able to manage March, which I think they will be able to, then you will be off to the races from April 1st. So I go bullish today as usual, and whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.